Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, June 16th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at SERoundtable.com over the past week. Google had an unconfirmed Google update that seemed to be pretty hot. Google launched its perspective filter. Finally, Google Search Generative Experience is pulling information from Google Business Profiles, not just the profile itself, but deep inside the photos and reviews. Bard is gaining Lens. Bing Chat is testing out visual search, and so much more. So definitely stay tuned. Of course, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Wix. Wix has an amazing new marketing dashboard that makes getting all your data really freaking easy. Here's a screenshot of how it looks like, so definitely check it out. Great job, Wix, and thanks so much for sponsoring. All right, so let's get into this Google update. Google hasn't confirmed an update for a while now, and we're kind of due one, and we're seeing lots and lots of tremors over the past couple months or so. This one was definitely big. It started around June 13th, June 14th, went into June 15th, 16th, and it's kind of slowing down today on the 16th. But we'll see. It's hard to detect when one of these updates will slow down. But definitely the tools are seeing these big updates. You see them spiking on the 15th and 16th, and continuing out through today. Not sure if I should share screenshots, but pretty much all the tools are showing some big updates there. And there's definitely a lot of chatter. Also, keep in mind that there were updates not confirmed on June 6th, May 22nd-ish, May 17th, May 10th, and early May as well. All unconfirmed, so I think something's brewing. We're due an update. Maybe we'll get one soon. We will see. Perspectives. Google has finally launched those Google Perspectives filter. We saw Perspectives launch in news. We saw Google test Perspectives and feature snippets, which didn't go live. It went on live on a different name, but the Perspectives search filter is now live, specifically in the U.S. search results, English, not in the U.K., not in other countries, at least from what I see. It's something that Google demoed at I/O. We saw previews of prior to that when Google was testing it, and it's live, but it's deep inside the search menu. I assume most searchers won't see it, as Glenn Gabe said, so just keep that in mind. Google Search Generative Experience posted an update the other day. Some are saying it's not new, but Google says it is new, where Google is actually showing deep information from Google Business Profiles, pulling from reviews, pulling from the photos that you uploaded to your Google Business Profile, and showing that information directly in your Google in the Google Search Generative Experience AI snapshots. Here's some screenshots from myself, as well as Glenn Gabe, Lily Ray, Kanishi. Pretty cool to see this. Again, I think this is new. Again, specifically the photos and the reviews from within your Google Business Profiles. I think that stuff is new, but people are telling me they've seen it before. I'm not sure. The other day, Google launched a lot of stuff that they announced at I/O, like the Perspectives, but also the virtual try-on feature. The virtual try-on feature uses generative AI, according to Google, that basically lets you pick a body type that's yours, a skin type that's yours, that's somebody that looks like you, and shows you how that clothing, that piece of clothing, or that article of clothing and apparel will drape on you, that will look on you, the creases and so forth, how that might look on you in an AI fashion. Google's supposedly working with a bunch of top retailers, including Anthropologie, Everlane, H&M, and Loft. Most of those I haven't heard of. But basically, you can pick your size and all this stuff and see how it looks like on you. Pretty cool to see Google doing that. Also, Google announced that it's rolling out the Google Lens features, specifically on Google Bard. So you can use Google Bard for your Lens feature to analyze images using Google Lens, which is pretty cool. Also, lenses have been updated to actually do skin detection. So if you have any things that are on your body that you want to take a picture of and have Google analyze, it could do that for you. It's not a doctor, it says, but it could go ahead and try to figure out if you have something that's bad, okay, not so good, or whatever. Also, Google Lens has updated a bunch of shopping features to do shopping matches and all this other stuff around Lens. So pretty cool. I love Google Lens. I'm surprised more people don't know about it or use it, but that's the case with Google's marketing. Bing Chat is launched the ability to search using your voice on desktop. So it's been around since forever, almost like a few weeks after it launched. A few weeks after Bing Chat launched, it enabled mobile voice input on the mobile devices, like the app and the mobile website. But now it's available on desktop where you can actually speak your input, which makes a lot of sense because Bing Chat and all these AI search engines want you to use more natural language, longer form queries, and voice search by definition and by habit require you to actually, or encourage you to actually live longer queries. Bing Chat is also testing visual search, kind of like Google Lens types of stuff, image recognition in the Bing Chat results. Mikkel from Microsoft said that it's testing out about 5% of all searches, so that's pretty cool to see as well. Google has launched or relaunched its search spam report, where you can go ahead and submit spam reports to Google, but it's not just for spam. Now Google has expanded it to include paid links, malicious behavior, low quality content, and other search quality issues. It's more interactive to form, so it takes you through all these dialogues, it gives you help and so forth along the way. So definitely take a look at it. It's not really new because Google had a spam form, but they definitely significantly updated that spam form to make it a little bit easier on them and as you to go ahead and submit spam. Google Search Console has updated and improved its video indexing report. Now it breaks down the response that used to just be a generic Google cannot determine the prominent video on the page. Now it's going to be broken down into 3 additional categories where it's going to say the video is outside the view part, it's going to say the video is too small, or it's going to say the video is too tall. So that's a big update to the video indexing report. Google Search Console has also made updates to the Breadcrumb report for rich results to give you more warnings after June 8th. Ryan Levering from Google said he apologized to everyone for the awful error in the Search Console. It says missing ID when it's actually item ID that's missing. So they went ahead and updated that information as well. Keep in mind that may show a spike after June 8th on your Breadcrumb rich results. This is interesting. The Conch house story is basically, for the past several months, SEO has been buzzing about this review site that's posting tons of content and ranking incredibly well in Google search by just scraping content from Amazon. So Matt Diggity went ahead and was able to find the 2 of 6 people that actually ran that website and talk to them and interview them. And in short, they posted about 6,000 posts per day by scraping reviews content from Amazon using a bunch of cool technology to do it. And they grew to 6 million users and $19,000 per day within a month. But the site was obviously penalized by Google twice, actually. They brought in, not before they brought in almost $1 million, $800,000 or so in revenue. And the site's now kind of dead. But it was a very interesting story, so you want to check it out. I posted about it on June 12th. Cool interview, Matt. Google Ads has decided to pick its design win for the new Google Ads console design. Advertiser console design. It's going with the left side menu that shows pages organized into 5 levels of categories. Here's a GIF or a screenshot of that in action. So now that should be rolling out to everybody. If you don't see it now, you should see it soon. Google AdSense is finally integrated with Google Analytics 4. Google's been promising it. It's only 2 weeks before Google Analytics 3, Universal Analytics 3 is going away, and it's finally integrated into Google Analytics 4. So now if you have AdSense, you can actually put your data in there. I have instructions on how to do that as well. Google Merchant Center is testing a new checkout button that lets you skip going to the product page and takes you directly adding the product to your cart and checking out directly in the cart. Google actually did this back in 2010 or so, I believe. But Google's emailing merchants saying, connect your shoppers directly to your checkout. Give ready-to-buy customers the option to land directly in your checkout. A new pilot from Google will help increase conversions and sales by participating. Basically, you're skipping the product page, they're adding it to the cart, and you can actually check out from there. I got a screenshot of this from Menachem Ani. And again, like I said, Google was testing this back in 2011 or so, I believe. Or they actually had it. They actually got rid of it after in 2011. So it's kind of back. Google has updated. It's doing its annual Google Merchant Center Product Data Specifications update. This is the 2023 edition. Usually they do this update in April. For some reason, it wasn't launched until June. There's updates that went into effect immediately as of yesterday, June 15th. There's updates that are going into effect July 18th, so in a month or so, and then September 1st as well. So definitely take a look at those updates if you use Merchant Center. I posted about those today, Friday, June 16th. And Google Ads seemed to release a beta that lets you go ahead and say, I want to move all my match types to broad match. It's a setting you click on, and automatically your phrase match and your exact match will all automatically move into broad match with this setting. This is spotted by PPC Greg. Nice catch. Seems like it's an interesting little test there, Google. And Google Maps for iOS. The Google Maps app for iOS is now on par with Android, where it's actually added a business tab to the footer of the results, so you can actually go ahead and get to your business listing very quickly and update that business listing very quickly on iOS. Android got it about a month or two ago, but there are ways to get to it in any event. This is spotted by Mike Blumenthal. Thank you so much for spotting that. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. Again, thanks to Wix for sponsoring. Deeply, deeply appreciate it, Wix. Thank you. And everyone have a healthy, safe, and enjoyable weekend, restful, and I'll speak to you guys next. Goodbye.